If you've never seen this show before, I don't know what to tell you. So I'll just start doing the tech news. The Nintendo Switch 2 has been out for only 1 day, and an exploit has already been discovered that allows a knowledgeable user to display custom graphics on the screen. And sure, the custom graphics demoed here by Blue Sky user David Buchanan is like a tiny line floating in front of some grayscale pixels. But the important thing is Nintendo's probably pissed about this. Those are not official pixels. As far as console exploits go, this one's pretty shallow, and the consensus among Switch hackers right now amounts to, everyone please sit down, this is gonna take a while. Particularly as Nintendo is not effing around this time, reserving the right to brick tampered consoles. The good news is, you don't need to hack the Switch 2 to use almost anything as a webcam, including smartphones. The bad news is, iFixit did a Switch 2 teardown, and they think the new joysticks look like they might still be vulnerable to stick drift. Why didn't they use Hall effect sensors? I don't know. They also found the new Switch harder to repair than the original, giving it a repairability score of 3 out of 10. They were so mad about it. iFixit went back and downgraded their score of the original Switch from an 8 out of 10 to a 4. Yeah, that'll piss Nintendo off, which again is the goal. If you want a Switch 2, while online stock goes real fast, it seems like retailers are getting regular restocks in store. I mean, look at this scalper selling a Switch 2 for very close to MSRP. Nature is healing. Just be aware that your game chats are probably being recorded. But at least it's recording and transcribing even the bad words too. So you can say Mario has a poopy butt and Goombas, and Nintendo has to put that on the screen, else be so embarrassed. YouTube has informed users with a premium Lite subscription that in addition to seeing ads on music content, they're gonna see ads on shorts now too, because while these users have been paying $8 a month, advertisers pay a lot more than $8 a month, and that makes it hard to not show your cute face more ads, you know? The change was first spotted in an email received by a member of the Twit forum, corroborated by German site Deskmodder, and ads on shorts are now mentioned on the official YouTube Premium Plans page and in a Google support article. So it seems like Premium Lite subscribers who watch YouTube Shorts are just gonna have to deal with ads while they swipe through Family Guy clips. Parts of the tech industry are reeling from the collapse of Elon Musk's bromance with Donald Trump. In a June 3rd tweet, Elon called the congressional spending bill, known as the Big Beautiful Bill, an abomination because of how pork-filled it was, and I didn't expect him to follow kosher rules for multiple reasons. Also, I thought that was just like its nickname, but no, it's literally called the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, and how could you not vote for that? Trump responded on his own social platform to say, hey, we wanna save money? Let's terminate Elon's government contracts. And then Elon was like, fine, I'll decommission the SpaceX Dragon crew module, which would leave US astronauts asking for rides up to the ISS from Russia, or even worse, from Boeing. But don't worry, space fans, a random reply guy told Elon to cool it, and that was enough to make him walk it back. Twitter truly is the town square. Of course, all of this kerfuffle made Tesla investors panic, a not uncommon effect of Elon opening his mouth in 2025. But Tesla stock also took a dive because the BBB will also make things worse for EV companies and owners in a number of ways, including removing government incentives for EV and solar. Musk actually supported removing those in 2021, along with incentives for oil and gas companies. But the BBB keeps those while screwing over EV and solar. And to make matters worse, a cargo ship full of EVs just caught fire. Coincidence? It's a stupid joke. I don't think they're even Teslas. But hey, there's one silver lining. In desperation, Tesla is offering 0% financing on Cybertrucks if you also buy the full self-driving package. You can see how long you could drive one around until some maniac torches it. Or better idea, check out our sponsor. Jawa, the place where PC gamers team up with PC gamers to buy and sell PCs and PC-related things used for gaming. It's the crossover of the century. But hey, if you just want to get a new or used PC like this minimalist beauty for something like Excel, that's okay. Because Excel is an esport too. Gamers already know Jawa is the #1 online marketplace, not only to find great gaming gear at reasonable prices, but also to sell your own gear or make offsetting the cost of your PC upgrade simpler by just trading in your old GPU or CPU to Jawa. So score some great deals on your next PC upgrade at Jawa by using our link in the description. Okay, for the newbies, before we start the quick bits, I gotta warn you, they're about to start. OpenAI has filed to appeal a ruling in its ongoing court battle with the New York Times that forces the AI company to retain all of the ChatGPT output data of its users, which they don't want to see, especially after seeing a lot of what people say to chatbots. It's gross. Sam Altman tweeted that talking to ChatGPT should be like talking to a lawyer or a doctor, because those are the people you ask about weird red bumps in your armpit, not Sam Altman. In other AI news, Reddit sued Anthropic for not licensing the platform's data when Google and OpenAI and everybody else already has. Why don't you like me, Dario? Too much. Sorry, one more AI story. Owners of Samsung phones will soon have the option to display lock screen ads featuring AI-generated versions of themselves wearing the advertised products. It's a collaboration with Glance, a service that has offered lock screen ads for some time, and it will be opt-in, but it seems kind of weird to me, if only because the idea of someone else dressing me in some random outfit, it's not right. That's my wife's job. Another private lander has made it to the moon only to fail to stick the landing. But it's a lander, it had one job. Can we get some cats designing the next one? All right. Anyway, Japanese company iSpace said after their Resilience lander had one of its laser sensors malfunction, it crashed itself into the moon in shame. After Apple's latest motion for a stay on the US App Store ruling was denied, the company is trying to argue with the EU about the use of a comma in Article 5.4 of the Digital Markets Act. There's a line that says gatekeeper companies, Apple in this instance, shall allow business users free of charge to communicate and promote offers, including under different conditions, and then it goes on for a while, and to conclude contracts with those end users. Apple thinks the "and to conclude contracts with end users" bit at the end isn't part of the things that are supposed to be free of charge list. The EU, who wrote the legislation, thinks it is part of the list. I don't know, tough one to call. And if you've seen Foodies commenting "meatball" and other names of food under cooking-related social posts, they're trying to get the recipe of the dish in the pic. It's part of a system that allows social accounts to avoid writing "link in bio." Instead, users reply to the post with "meatball" and get a DM with the recipe. Some users still find it confusing though. Alyssa Lunch tried writing, "This recipe is really important to me." Okay, then why aren't you commenting meatball? I've said meatball enough times now that it's starting to sound like a sport I would actually like to play, depending on the meat. And let's make a deal. Meatball me back here on Monday and I'll send you the recipe for more tech news. It's only got one step, and it just says click the video. All right, who's down to toss the old meatball around?